Special request winner, we have Team Sleep, Ever, Foreign Flag, Guitar Tabs, and Guitar Lesson. So this initial section here, we're just kind of walking down this A voicing, and we start here with the open A. We have the 7 on the D, 9 on the G, and a 10 on the B. And for the most part, this B string is kind of covering what like the synth is doing over everything, just to give the voicing to the chord here. The guitar is just mostly messing with the like A, D, G string here. But anyway, we can give this a strum. Alright, and after we strum it, then we pick between the A and the D string a couple times. Maybe a little hesitation there, and then just pick through it again. Something like that. Alright, and then we just move the B string here just to 9. So now we have the open A, 7D, 9 on the G and B. Strum it the same way, pick through it just the same way. Alright, and now we shift our D and G string here to 6s. Alright, we keep the open A, but we have the 6D, 6G, and then we have a 7 on the B. And we pick through that just as we did before, but now we're doing the open A and the 6 on the D, okay? Right, and we wrap it all up by doing these little pickup notes at the end, where we drop down to 4 on the A, and it's just 1, 2, 3, up to 5, 1, 2, back down to 4 for a couple. Alright, and it'll cycle just like that all the way through the intro section. Okay, and the verse, it's pretty much the same as the intro, but there's just kind of some slight little variations in there. Mostly once we shift down to our open A with the 6 on the D and G, just before we get to that section, you know, after we're coming off of our 7 with the 9s, all right, we pick through it a little bit, like the open A, 7D, open A. But at this point, instead of just staying right there until we get to the next section, it seems like we just jump to the 6s on the D and G, pick through it, and then strum into that chord. Alright, and it would end just the same. Into the chorus section here, the initial chord, we zip up here, and this is the easiest voicing I could find for this. One less finger than if we were to stay over here, but basically we just bar the 9, and we really just need the 9 for the E and the G, alright, and then over here we'll do a 12 on the A and 11 on the D. Okay, and we just strum it. Now we pick through it a little bit where we hit the 12 A, 11 D, and then just kind of bring the pinky down and hit the 12 on the D. Right, move to the next spot, basically a B power chord, so just do the 7 E with the 9 on the A and D. Alright, and we'll just pick through it pretty lightly here with the octaves. Just hit the 9D, 7E, 9D. Okay, drop it down to the F sharp here at the 2 on the E, 4 on the A and D. Just kind of give that power chord a strum. And once that's ringing for a beat or so there, then we kind of pick through the F sharp minor of it. So basically just hitting this 2 on the G. So we'll have the 2s barred here. Hit that 2G, back up to the low 2 on the E here, and back to the 2G. Just pick through it that way. And now we do this little walk down of that G from the 2 to the 1, and we pick between that and the 2 on the E. Alright, and at this point, basically we repeat the first 2 chords again. Alright, and in the first chorus, here we just move on along to this basically G 5 G power chord, but we don't want to do this. We want to do this shape because we need some stuff going on here. So we'll hit the 3 on the low E. You can kind of mute the A, all right, and then make sure you hit the open D. So we get that little power chord action there. And then we're going to need this 2 on the G under it, because we'll pick between that 2G and the 3 on the E. Alright, and then you just pick that 2G a couple more times lightly. Alright, and at the first chorus, at this point, we just get to the ending, and the ending is this big F sharp 7 chord. So just bar the 2s, we got the 4 on the A, and we have that 2 barred on the D, and a 3 on the G here. And we're going to really want to hit this 2 on the B under it, because that's kind of the first note of a scale that we're going to do here. Alright, so after we strum it down, hit that 2B. Alright, we'll come back up, hit the 3G, get the pinky to do a 4 on the G, back off to the 3G, and then we'll hit the 2 on the D. And a special note with this, once we get to the last chorus at the end there, basically we would take everything all the way up until we're about to get to our F sharp 7 there, but then basically just repeat again from the beginning. Alright, go through it a second time, and then we'll do the F sharp 7 at the end of the second time. Little interlude section here, and it's basically just kind of, it sounds kind of like it's a keyboard or a synth doing these little lines, but maybe even just a fuzzed out guitar would be good. But basically we're just playing some little single notes here. Start with a 5E, 4 to 2, and then we just bring it back, go 2 to 4.